Hello everybody and welcome back. I have another video review for another movie today, and this time it's an actual movie, I promise. And the movie is a Disney Marvel film, Big Hero 6, based on the comic book series of the same name. Never read the comic book series, but apparently this is only loosely based on the comic book series, with Baymax being able, not only having that fighting form, but also a dragon form, which looks pretty cool, which they had in the movie, but it's not in this movie, because most movies definitely made more for kids than anything else. But what do I think of the movie in itself? It's pretty good. It's pretty entertaining. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but here's the thing. As an animated film and a kids film, it's really, really well done. It's definitely, for both kids and adults, it's a family movie. It's not just a kids movie, it's a family movie, not a kids film. And there's a difference. This movie is perfect for, family get together on movie night to go to the big scene on the big screen, or the movie rental for the week. That's what this movie is, and it works out well, basically similarly to the Disney films of the 90s. That's how I felt when I was watching this movie. It definitely feels like a Disney Renaissance film. That's the quality of it. It is really well done. It's definitely, the thing is, it won Best Animated Picture. It's wonderful, but I think that should have definitely went to Lego Movie. I think the Lego Movie is far superior to this. The Lego Movie is a masterpiece. This is slightly off of being a masterpiece, and I can tell you why. The problem is that it has trouble with balance of tone, similarly to what was mentioned about horns. It's very, very imbalanced. Guardians of the Galaxy, another Disney Marvel film that came out the same year, balanced out perfectly on how to do the funny, lighthearted moments and then ease them into the bleak, dark moments. This just kind of will have a moment in the movie where it's funny, it's lighthearted, it's fun, and then out of nowhere it gets extremely dark really quick. And that might send some kids aback. I'm in my 20s, so I really don't care. It's an anime movie. It did have a lot of sad moments that lightly choked me up. And I felt so bad for the kid in this movie. Hero? That poor kid, he deals with a lot in this film, and there's a scene where he goes absolutely insane. I don't blame him for that, because the amount of things he went through in his life, eventually he was going to snap. He doesn't go on a murderous rampage or anything along those lines. Just see the movie, you'll see what happens. Definitely see the movie. But anyways, what's the plot? I've been telling about what I've been thinking about it, but I didn't even say the plot yet, and that's foolish of me. So check it out. Here's the plot. Hiro is an insanely intelligent kid. He originally just only built a small robot, and he would take him to robot fights and win money off of them by hustling people, making it think the robot was weak, but then the robot actually turned out to be a fighting machine. His brother finds out about it, says, hey, you can't do that anymore, and then brings him to his college, in which he's entered a contest. He enters his little brother into a contest. He creates these little nanobots, and they basically win him entry into the college. And then he discovers Baymax. Baymax is mentioned earlier in the film, but he winds up befriending Baymax because the nanobots get stolen, and he has to figure out who stole them and why. And then eventually he recruits those people. If you can see them. He recruits them, and they all go on an adventure to figure out who attacked the school, who stole the nanobots, what's their incentive, and what's their ultimate goal. That's what they're doing, and hijinks ensue. The characters in this movie are... The movie's funny moments are hysterical. They are awesomely funny. I loved the comedy in this movie. The comedy in this movie works very, very well, and not many, movies can hold up to how well the comedy worked. But like I said, the issue here lies in the fact that the sudden jumps to the dark moments are far too abrupt. It needed to be a little bit eased in a bit better. Then I think this movie would have been the masterpiece it was going for. Plus, the movie goes along way too fast. It's done like that. It's an hour and a half long. That's fine. I don't mind a movie that is short. But for something like this, for a movie that's almost trying to be epic, a superhero movie. Superhero movies, I believe, probably are better if they're at least 2 hours long. Some superhero movies, of course, aren't that long, and they're really good. The Crow, I don't remember being 2 hours. I think it might have been an hour and 40 minutes, maybe. Maybe if it was about 20 minutes longer, it would have worked out better because they can then expand some of the action, expand some of the characters. Overall, the movie does feel a little bit too fast. And one of the funny jokes in the movie is they're trying to escape, and Baymax is, of course, really slow. And he says, "I'm not fast." That part actually made me lose my mind about how funny that was. Baymax, of course, is adorable. He's funny. I don't want to fall into the generic group of people who thinks Baymax is the cute, lovable oaf. But he is. He's definitely lovable. I love Baymax. He's a good character. But Big Hero 6, definitely get it. It's worth buying on Blu-ray. One other problem I had is I was at Target. They're trying to sell this for $30. I'm not paying $30 for Big Hero 6. This isn't Guardians of the Galaxy. This isn't John Wick. This isn't Godzilla. It's Big Hero 6, people. It's not worth $30. Companies, come on. I got it at Walmart for like $18. 18 bucks. Plus tax, I wanted to be $20. It's worth that. Definitely worth $20, unless you're getting some special collector's edition because, enormous fan of this movie. Definitely check out Big Hero 6. I don't know how it compares to the comic book, aside from that I only know it's loosely based. I would love to read the comics one day and then compare and contrast, and I would like to see a sequel to this, which I am expecting them to make one day. And also, the post-credit scene is, of course, fantastic and really funny. I definitely recommend Big Hero 6. It's definitely a 4 out of 5 film. Highly recommended, and I hope everyone enjoys seeing it, because there's nothing worse than wasting your time on a bad movie, and this is definitely not a bad movie. Anyways, take care. Have a good day.